All right. Well, we're here in the Netherlands, and we're about to play Risk in Dutch, like this Dutch game of Risk. And you can see here that it's the classic board. Oh, yep, classic board right there. And, yeah, classic board, all in Dutch, super fun. We're set up here. Yep, keep having that kid do that. And then my other annoying kids over here.
I'm not.
No, she's not an annoying kid. She's a beautiful, wonderful wife. But these annoying kids. Yeah. Anyway, we're having fun. Oh, Bodhi, be careful of my coffee, please. So Rachel, my sweet Rachel, made me coffee. And she's like, oh, they have sugar. And so we each put a, nice little teaspoonful of sugar in our coffee and put some almond milk in it, or soy milk, or whatever they have here. And Rachel took a little drink and spat it out. She's like, it's not good. It's like salty or something. So anyway, I tried it and had the same reaction. And she's like, but look, it says that it's salt. And I don't know what she's talking about because it clearly says Zout.
I think
Puke and Zout.
okay, cooking salt. I thought it was like cooking, like zukin, like zucker, like
Clearly. How could you misread Zout? And
that's gonna be on YouTube.
yeah. So anyway, our first real fiasco with language.
Except for the car yesterday. The car that was the first real fiasco.
What was wrong with the car?
getting the car locked in.
Oh, that was
another
bad.
video.
So we were in.
That's
Okay.
for another video.
No.
That's for another video.
No, tell us what happened.
I can split it into two.
All right,
But
so we were
I wanna play
in
Risk.
Brussels. Can we just tell this story really quick? Okay, we were in Brussels, and what happened?
And we got stuck, and then
Okay, we found a place to park our car,
we found a
and
place to park our car underneath a big building,
when
walked
we
out.
were leaving the car.
Oh wait! There's a very important part that makes me look like a hero.
Okay.
So, I was trying to constructively build Charlotte's tolerance of me. And I was just saying bonjour to anything I could see. So then there was like an Amazon Prime building with I don't know, but it said bonjour on it, and I was like, Charlotte, bonjour. So she started elbowing me, but so we parked our car, and then we went out.
When we were exiting the parking garage, I was like, John, do you have our parking ticket? And he was like, no, I left it in the car. And I was like, it's probably fine.
And then we went to,
So we wouldn't lose it.
what is it called?
Dinner.
No, this called
How did you do that,
The Grand
Charlotte?
Place.
the Grand Place, and it was really big.
And the peeing boy statue. Okay, my bad.
And then we saw a big cathedral with a big tower, and then we ate dinner, which was pretty good. They all got burgers, but I got panini because I'm the most authentic child.
That
As
is not
you can obviously
appropriate.
see.
All called the pretty.
And then we went and got a chocolate at a chocolatier, and then Dad saw a little chocolate statue of a boy peeing, and he was like, oh look, it's the peeing statue. And I was like, Dad, what is that? And he was like, it's this famous statue that's really old. So we went and saw the peeing statue, and then
It was Bodhi's favorite. One of the things that Bodhi has thought was awesome on this trip.
and then it was like a fountain, so it looked like he was actually peeing.
Okay, just get to the barking. Okay.
But this is the most important part of the story. And then
Don't forget the Burger
yeah,
King.
that's basically the
We
best
walked back to
part.
the parking
okay,
garage.
I got it. And then we walked past this parade thing, protest, and then we went to the parking garage, and then we were like, wait, what? Why we can't get in? Because we had to like locks on the door, or like you had to like put your ticket up, and then because
You
Dad
needed your
forgot the ticket.
You needed your ticket to be able to even get into the parking garage to go get your car. That was how it would open the door for you. And we were like,
So Dad had
we
to.
don't have our
Dad
ticket.
had to be like,
Well, no. Remember though, like we were like, what are we gonna do? Okay.
And then we went like into this elevator, like we like these people, they went in to get their car, and then like
So we followed
we
them
followed them in, and we like went down the elevator to the correct parking level, and we looked all around, and it wasn't there.
We're
So
like, this
then-
is not our parking garage.
We went up, and then we exited the building, and then we went to the other building, and then
And a car was driving out of the
a car was
exit.
driving out, and then Dad, he like ran in.
He was like, I'm gonna go get our car! And he just went running in. Where the car had just come out, and I was like praying.
It was like this giant prison-looking gate.
I was like,
it was
I
a
know.
serious gate.
I was
yeah.
praying. I was like, oh my goodness, dear God, please help that not crush my husband.
And there was like a bunch of like homeless people, and Dad was just like, stay there. So I was like kind of scary.
They had mattresses. Oh, don't worry.
How is that gonna change anything?
I don't know. Yeah. So then I had to like.
Wait. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I went down the little spiral driving down thing, and it was like super narrow. So when we were driving down in our station wagon, like our cool Peugeot, it like shows like a 360 view of the car and like all of the corners of the car. It was super cool. Anyway, but I was like checking that to make sure I wasn't going to scrape. So anyway, but I'm like going down, and there's no pedestrian place. So I'm like going down, and I'm like, oh man, if a car comes, they're gonna get crushed. And so I felt like Jason Bourne. I was like sneaking around, like running. Anyway, made it to the car finally. Made it out. And right after I made it through the pay thing, so there's like, you pay, and then you exit out these massive prison gates. But right as I just paid, and I'm about to leave, Rachel calls, and she's like, the kids have to go to the bathroom right away. It's an emergency. I'm going to take them. I was like, no, wait. I won't be able to find you in Brussels, the worst city in the world. And so anyway, but they really had to go. It was an emergency. So they like ditched me, and I just had to park my, like kind of sit in my car, like kind of off to the side, so like the Belgians could drive past me. And then finally they came back, and I found them again. But
yeah, so
We ditched you because you ditched us. No, I'm just kidding.
Jacob had to go to the bathroom, and so like
No, we all did.
all the kids had to go to the bathroom, and so I was like, oh my goodness, what are we gonna do? And there was a restaurant across the street, and prior to this, we had paid like $1.50 to use a water closet.
no, it was only €1.
€1 per person. So we had already paid to use the toilet in Brussels, and I was like, I cannot deal with this. And so I found a restaurant, and I just like marched us all in there, and I was like not making eye contact with any of the workers because I didn't want to have to pay to use the bathroom. I saw a sign that said toilets, and I just went there, and luckily they had like 3 stalls, and so they all got to use the bathroom.
It was like a castle dungeon, because like
Yeah, you
there
had
was
to go
this really
downstairs.
old like brick building. Or it was like this really old like brick thing, and it was like one of those like a brick staircase that went like around down, and it felt like a dungeon kind of. It was really cool. Okay.
So we all used the bathroom, and then I was like, I'm just walking out of this restaurant. I'm not looking at anybody. And so we left, and we didn't have to pay. And then I called John, and I was like, we're coming at ya. And so he drove out of the parking garage, and we hopped in, and we said, see ya never, Brussels.
Oh yeah, but the first time that we used the bathroom, like, so we were in the Groot Mart with all of the, you know, fancy buildings around and stuff, and we saw some signs for like a bathroom because we had to go to the bathroom, and so we had to go through like this like weird like little shopping center thing. I don't know. Brussels seems to be a very international city, so a lot of like non-native Belgians, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but it felt very kind of strange. And then we finally found the bathroom, and you have to pay. So I paid on my credit card, €5, and then you know, it's just interesting. But on my way out, Bodhi and I were like walking, and there's this large guy coming the other way, and you know, I'm kind of trying to get Bodhi out of the way, and he just like walked right through me. Like, it was weird. Like, you know, I'm there trying to get my son out of the way, and he just like walked right past me. I don't know what he said. He said something, but he just walked right past me and like just kind of pushed me out of the way, like with his shoulder. Very strange. Yeah, Brussels in general, we really didn't like it. It was just completely crowded. There's no part of the city that I felt like was charming. Usually, you know, there's something in some city that's kind of redeeming. There's lots of people on bikes, but like just zooming around, just like through crowds. And I don't know, I just felt like we had to be constantly worried about like getting run over by bikes, and it was just crowded. The food was gross, just like everything deep fried, just fat. We got some Belgian fries. Like, thought that would be an interesting experience. And okay, so some Belgian fries. But then just on top of it, just like a bunch of like mayonnaise and ketchup. And apparently in Belgium, you have to pay for like the sauces. Like, it was like $1.50 for each sauce, for like ketchup and mayonnaise. And then each. And then the whole thing, we just got like they had some veggie burgers. Anyways, just some basic burgers and 2 things of fries and I think like 3 apple juices. The whole thing was like $105 and like 90 euros or something like that. It was kind of nuts. We're not going back to Brussels. Not our plan.
Yep, but here's what I will say. Look at this. Now we're in the Netherlands, and it's amazing.
And people are super friendly.
Not really, but it's beautiful.
I don't think they've been mean.
No, they haven't been mean.
Not friendly.
They're just not friendly. They're just doing their thing.
Yeah.
But we're really happy to be here.
Oh,
It's
you should
so
tell about your,
beautiful.
Your supermarket thing.
Okay, how about later? This is
Yeah, how
getting
about later?
really long.